Hello, people. My name is Kristin Kaufman, for those of y'all whom I've not met, and I'm in the business of helping people create the lives they want without giving up the creature comforts that they want. And today, wherever you're listening from, I wanted to share 3 thoughts that I'm hopeful will help you move past perhaps where you are into the future that perhaps you desire. Maybe you are in a job that's no longer fulfilling for you. Maybe you love what you're doing, but it's not giving you enough financial solidity that you need. Maybe you're burned out, or maybe you love what you did, but it's just no longer working for you. I get it because I've been there. I have so been where y'all are, if any of those things resonated with you. Earlier today, I posted a quote by Waldo Emerson that stated, "In a man's transitions, that's where he is great." And I get that because oftentimes our transitions, whatever those might be, into a new job, into a new lifestyle, into perhaps a new marriage, maybe it's into a new stage of development, a new appreciation for the world, looking at the world through a different lens or from a different perspective. Those transitions can be very scary and also very liberating and very powerful. So that's what I wanted to focus on today. And I wanted to give you 3 steps that you could take if you find yourself in a transitional period that perhaps you are trying to navigate. The first is listen to your heart. You know, Oprah Winfrey, I think, coined the phrase many, many years ago about listening to the whispers. And I totally believe in that. When you have a whisper, an inclination, an intuitive hit that maybe what you're doing or where you are is not where you need or want to be, that is your soul talking. And we have to listen to that. And if we don't listen, there's another adage, and I think it was Carl Jung that coined this phrase, what we resist persists. And it does. It happens. So therefore, if you find yourself in that spot, we have to listen to our heart and don't let the 2x4 hit you, right? Listen to the whisper before a 2x4 comes. So that's the first thing. Listen to your heart. The second thing is let go. Just let go. And boy, howdy, is that a tough one for me. I'm one that loves to hold on to the reins. My goodness, I think I was in corporate America, was reared that control and power and span of control was absolutely kind of our destiny and what we wanted. And letting go and leaning into what I would call ambiguity and not really knowing what is going to ultimately transpire, again, can be very scary. But what I will tell you, and this is something I was reared on, we really only have control over 3 things. Our ABCs. We control our attitude, we control our behavior, and we control our choices. So if we make the decision that what's working for us isn't working for us, what worked for us is not working for us any longer, and we decide to let go and lean into a new future, then we control basically how we respond, how we behave, and how we choose to move forward. Nobody else's. Sadly, we only control our own. So that's the second point or tip as we're managing these transitions. And the last tip that I would leave you with is we have to get to know ourselves. And I think that's a process through life. It's a journey through life, is to kind of learn what makes us tick, what makes us fulfilled. And by the way, that shifts over time because we shift over time and we evolve over time. What made me happy and aligned, to use my term, back in the 70s and 80s and 90s would not work for me today because I've moved past that. I've evolved into a new way of making meaning. Alignment to me is when you love what you do, you're good at it, and most importantly, it's tied to something greater than yourself. And those 3 things, what you love, what you're good at, and what it's tied to, will undoubtedly evolve as we evolve as human beings. So the third tip is to get to know, that's Lulu shaking her collar, is to get to know who you are, what makes you tick, and really leaning into that and embracing that. Because when we find that, and when we become aligned to what we love and what we're good at and what is tied to something greater than ourselves, that's when we absolutely are at our most powerful and when we are most fulfilled and when we can make the greatest contribution to the planet. So those are my 3 tips today. Listen to your heart, let go, and lean into that transition by getting to know yourself. And if any of this resonated with you, I'm going to post a link in the comment section below to a free assessment that I've offered my clients for years that will help you kind of understand whether or not you're in alignment, and if it's shifted, and maybe give you some clarity around that. And I would invite you just to ask for that, and I'll shoot it to you, and you can begin your own self-discovery. So with that, again, my name is Kristin Kaufman, and I'm in the business now of helping people create the lives they want without giving up the creature comforts that they want. And one of the first steps is getting into alignment, listening to your heart, letting go, and getting to know yourself and embracing all that is. And the rest will be revealed. So with that, make it a wonderful day, and I will hope to hear from you.